Thanksgiving Day. And who am I talking to?
Kim Staple.
Uh-huh. And why are you here in CHoteau, Kim?
For for my grandma's wedding.
Uh-huh. And who's she getting married to?
Alistair.
That's right. Now, where's your home? You better tell the folks back in Vancouver where your home is.
I live in Wisconsin, CHoteau,
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee,
What's the name of the town that you live in?
CHoteau.
Uh-huh. And that's near Sheboygan?
Yep.
Okay, thank you, Kim. Okay, we're recording you now, Brody. I'm going to ask you a few questions. What's your name?
Brody,
And where do you come from?
Wisconsin,
What's the name of the place you live in Wisconsin?
Sheboygan.
And you go to school there?
Yes. No.
You don't? Where do you go to school, in CHoteau? Just tell us the name of the school you go to.
Ebenezer Christian School.
Good. And is that in Sheboygan or near Sheboygan?
You Sheboygan.
Okay, I think that's all we have to ask you. Thank you. Can you see a red light?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
We're reading. We are recording.
That's right.
Or you're recording.
Do you have anything to say to Alistair about Alistair being your new grandpa?
Well,
Tell him I think I'm gonna like it.
Just tell Alistair what you think.
what do you mean?
What do you think of him being your new grandpa? Are you happy about it?
Yeah.
Okay, Brody. We're going to stop recording now. Thank you very much.
Take a picture of me.
You did.
If we ask your mom some questions about your home, would you think she'd answer them?
Yeah.
All right. Would you like to record?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Home?
For me?
That's what we're talking about our home.
Yeah.
I live on a farm.
Tell him about helping your dad milk cows.
I don't know how.
Oh, tell me.
You help in the barn?
Don't put your fingers in your mouth, Brody.
I help in the barn.
Tell him what you do.
You help
I
around?
shovel green.
Buddy.
I shovel green. And
You help outside whatever Dad needs help to.
yeah,
You're a
Yeah.
hard worker.
I'm a hard worker. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Your dad's a hard worker too, is he?
Yeah.
Good.
Sometimes I'm a hard worker too.
Just sometimes.
Was your
All
dad
the time.
away on a holiday recently?
What?
Was Daddy on a holiday? On a vacation?
Yeah.
Where was he?
In Holland.
Why did he go to Holland?
Because my great grandpa turned 100 years old.
Oh boy. That's a good age, isn't it?
And then what did your dad do? Did he go to Berlin or to Germany?
He went to Germany and then he went to
Poland.
Poland. He went to Europe and he went to Holland and he went to
And he came back home just before you came to CHoteau, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's the end of the recording session. Thank you very much.
This is the very first wedding that we put on, and that's our son, and that's a nephew, and that's our little son, and that was Nina, and this was Linda. See, she's the oldest. She married first. Absolutely, and there's gorgeous wedding. There's the cake. It was all live flowers.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Even the cake. It was too bad they didn't have the red flowers for the cake, But it was very nice. And then the next marriage, let's see, that's the baby girl we were just talking about. She don't know who Kathy. See, this is the one that got married. This is her sister. That is the one that's been here.
Anita.
But this was my husband.
Yep.
Originally. Yeah. business on the farm. We started, instead of just the home, we started it on the farm.
Listen to this. Brody, just chill. And look at this thing. No, I don't want to. Chef.
That was short.
Is that what I said?
Yes, that's Linda.
I like that actually.
That's the first after they
Who's that?
child.
It's Brody.
Yeah,
Are you Brody?
she looks more like herself.
I don't think so.
No,
This is some more pictures of Nina's wedding. These people manned the Christian school. There's a Christian school we drive by.
Yes, I saw it. I saw it.
They were all their teachers. This is the in-laws. This is just strangers. So we have
See
7
that?
brothers, so there's 7 in-laws.
Is this Burns?
Wisconsin.
They're all
Oh,
in-laws.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is Henry's wife. She grew up here, and she's a big, she's a gray-haired lady now.
Yes.
Mom, did you get a,
What's that?
did you get a copy of a something
Something
for River
old,
County?
something
Yes.
new.
When?
At church.
Okay, do you have it?
It's in my purse.
Okay.
Something new. No,
Okay, this is my mother's,
something
this
new.
is my mother's family. Meaning, this was her, and this is the married family. So this is mom. This is her sister.
They should have,
This is her brother.
they should have candy.
This is
How's the chow, Ann? How's the chow?
Very good.
Good.
Were you married Christmas out here? No. Ended up being in the school system and got married, retired.
Kathy, Levi, wave.
You know what, Sharon, but that was really live. Where you go around and make everybody think who they are. The action is this is Alistair's camera, and he wanted a bunch of pictures, and it's Thanksgiving Day, the day before we're getting married. really it's getting
Can you
kind of
give me
high,
a
meaning the
treat,
blood
Mommy?
pressure, because there's so many things to do. But it's going to work out.
Can you give me a treat?
Here, and there's a lovely dinner prepared by the children, and we were pretty hungry. Mary didn't have breakfast, I don't think.
It's delicious.
But anyway, this is a lovely dinner, and we're really enjoying it. And we don't know how to get all the things done that have to be done. We've got a lot of things to do.
There's nothing left to do, Ann.
Oh, you're wrong. My toes have to be snipped, and my hair's got to be curled, and we got to find some flowers.
What do you have left to do, Alistair?
Nothing much, but I'd like to thank everybody concerned for all the effort that they put into helping towards the wedding, and also today. I know that to put on a feat like this, chow like this, takes a lot of work, and I'd like to thank everybody concerned.
That's ditto.
And did you have a good trip down? I heard you were delayed.
Well, the bus was delayed, but the roads were good. Something happened to the bus, but otherwise it was a very good trip down. And I've enjoyed every minute since I've been here.
Good.
I'm thanking everybody for their wonderful hospitality.
Good. Now,
Hello, I'm Tommy Grind.
I'm enjoying my Thanksgiving Day dinner.
I'm enjoying Thanksgiving Day. I am marked now and I like my dinner. Hi, I am Jonathan and I like I'm gonna be
what are you going to wear?
I'm going to wear a blue dress and a bow.
Sounds pretty. Ready for cable.
Okay.
Hi, Cable.
Happy wedding.
Where are you from? Giving your camera and I want to hear about it.
The lights on. The lights on. My name is Master Gibbs. You're on it now. And I am Uncle Liz staring at me.
Brody can do better.
Mom, I'm Holly Green and I am Brody Sabo.
You're cute.
I live in Wisconsin and I help my dad. And walking in with Tessa.
I bet you're a cute couple.
I'm 90.
Enough said.
My name is Karen.
My name is Karen. Tell my name is
My name is Nikki. And you already know my name.
I know your name, Levi. Okay,
I'm Kathy Gavicky.
where are you from?
Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
Did you have a nice trip? Tell me about the roads.
We had snow.
That's Kevin.
Do you like to ski?
It's just 7. My dad.
Okay, Levi's turn, moving right along now.
How are you?
Sure. Tell the camera.
Hi, I'm Sharon.
We like every kid ourselves.
How old?
We like every kid.
3, 11, 12.
Wow. I'm impressed. What's that little thing on your glasses? Have you been to Disneyland?
No, we just watch TV.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Hi, I'm Kevin Dookie. I'm the better half of the one sitting over there.
The better half, I thought we just talked to him here.
Oh, no, he's the 11th, 12th.
Okay. And Hugh J.
Hi, I'm eating.
You're eating.
Did you have a good trip?
You look like a movie star.
I like going to the farm. I like Howard. I like going to the hotel. I help mommy bake cakes.
Sounds like a good kid. You want to stay here in CHoteau? Miriam, introduce your kids.
Hi, this is Laura Gauchiska. Laura is 4.5 years old. I'm Miriam Gauchiska.
Friend of Kathy's.
Friend
For years and years.
Many years. This is my little boy, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Say hi.
Gib, your turn. You gotta introduce yourself, Gib.
I'm mean if you don't know me, it's trouble.
Hey, this is for Alistair.
I'm Gilbert. I'd meet you.
Nice napkin, Diane.
This is my wife.
Of 14 years. Best 14 years of your life. You
My
wish
wife Diane, thank you. Goodbye.
now.
I'm Teresa, TJ's wife.
Now. Okay, I'll do Steve while you chew and swallow. Don't take another bite.
Hello, my name is Steve. I am one of the 8 children. I'm the youngest. See you later.
Hey, he did such a good job. We'll go to Anita. Hi, Anita. You think about what you're going to say. We'll go back to Eddie.
How's it going?
Now. Andy?
This is Andy. My name is Linda. We had a good dinner. And that's Roseanne.
Tell me something.
Who's running the camera, Roseanne? Who's running the camera? Your mom?
No, not yet. Action.
Okay, my name's Court. Crying. As if you didn't know. Here and there.
And he's from Honor Society.
Yeah, this child, Corey, just got inducted into National Honor Society yesterday.
Yeah, see how long that lasts.
This is Alicia.
She came here with Teresa and QJ. I think she came for the dinner.
Say hi.
Say hi, I'm Kyle.
Very good. Can you wave?
You wave it, Auntie Sharon. Wave at it.
Vern's next.
Hi, I'm Vern. I'm from Dutton. I live in the suburbs of the big city of Dutton.
Excited.
And
Her name's Andy.
very good. I'm on.
Hi, I'm Larry. That's Sharon that's taking the pictures. Larry Grind. CHoteau.
My name is Brian Brown.
What grade are you in? Or are you already out of school?
In 5th grade.
And Cable's a brat, right?
You did.
Okay, Holly.
I'm Mark Grant, and I'm in high school.
And your dreams. Are you learning even mathematics yet?
Yep.
Simple addition?
Yeah.
2nd grade, Eric. Come on, tell us seriously.
My name is Eric Ryan, and I'm in 4th grade, 2nd grade. And my teacher is Mrs. Asher.
Is she nice?
I want to go. She doesn't like me.
Why not? Because you're smarter than she is? Okay, Terry's turn.
It's from Mars, that's it.
Holly's turn. Put your fork down.
My name's Holly Pine, and I'm in high school, and I have a friend named Kim Staples.
Let's see
I'm in
Kimmer.
high school, and
Here's Kimmer.
And I'm gonna pass that. One you know, that's pretty easy. Okay.
That's Holly. She's in the 3rd grade with big dreams.
The 3rd grade.
Joanna's turn.
Okay. I'm not hi, Holly. You are here. I'm Joanna Grimes. And Kimmer is my best friend. And I like that Easter celebrating today. Goodbye. His name is Kimberly Staples. I'm in high school. I have 17 brothers and 16 sisters. And I have a friend named Holly Klein. And I'm in high school. And
Another 3rd grade high schooler, huh?
I have a friend, Kimberly, Holly,
Very good.
and I have Joanna, Melissa, and I have, what's your name? And hold on a minute.
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have 5,000 brothers and 5,000 sisters.
Now.
Nellie? Just around the corner.
Hi.
Ben Boers. Ben the Boer? You know Kathy and Len.
Who are you?
They work together.
Melissa Husa. Melissa who? Who's he?
So I can drive the bus home and just go around the highway and let it work again. I work till 2 o'clock or 10 after 2 or whatever, you know, when I get home and I quick change and right back on the bus and then if I get 5 hours in between the bus drive.
Hi, Bradley.
I work almost after the bus drive.
Hi, Bradley.
And then the old man drives, eh? And then he goes on the road and all that.
Right, the light is on now and we're recording. And we're here in CHoteau on Thanksgiving Day. And I would like you, if you wouldn't mind, to identify yourself and to tell us why you're here in CHoteau.
Well, I'm Reverend Gerrit Kuit, to say it in Dutch. I'm from the Netherlands. I worked in Indonesia as a missionary. I'm retired now. I'm living in Chilliwack, British Columbia, Canada. And I'm here on the occasion of the wedding of Alistair MacDonald and Anne Grine. And we're hoping to perform this the day of tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Now we're in recording mode. I would like you, if you wouldn't mind, to tell us who you are and what you do here in CHoteau.
I'm Henry Balma. I'm a brother of Anne Grine. She's one of my close sisters, been living here alone. I only had one sister here. I'm pastoring the church here in CHoteau, and we're sorry to see our sister leave us, but we're glad to see you two happy people to be together.
Well, thank you very much, Henry.
This is my little grandson Brody, and he lives in Wisconsin, and they have a lot of cows on a dairy, like 80 cows. And Brody is a hard worker. He goes out every day with his father, and he feeds the cows or feeds the calves, or he does something.
And now he's supposed to be in bed.
And his mother
Wait a
is
minute,
right
yes, that's
behind,
all right.
and she
Let him
also
say something.
used to participate. I think she's too busy now.
Okay, tell him what grade you're in.
I'm in college.
As the youngest student, I suppose.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm 60 years old. And
Okay, good night.
He's
And-
very foolish.
I like my grandpa.
You're getting funny, and it's time to go to bed.
He
Good
said,
night.
I like my new grandpa Alistair.
Okay, Brody, good night.
Bye-bye, Alistair.
Bye.
I'm going to get those buttons.
Go on record. We're recording now.
Okay.
I would like you to tell me the occasion of us being here and the occasion of you being dressed in that beautiful dress. And I would also ask you, what is your new name?
Okay, my new name is Anne MacDonald, and I'm no longer a widow. I'm a wife of a lovely gentleman by the name of Alistair McDonald, and he married me tonight. And now he took me to this nice suite in the Heritage Inn next to the pool. And I guess I like him very much. And I guess he's just as madly in love with me. And let me think of anything nicer to say. I guess it's kind of hard to think of the idea of wearing such nice clothes and turning around and putting on ordinary clothes. I'll never feel like I have a princess gown again. So it's going to be a real change.
That is an exceedingly lovely dress. How would you like to pirouette, turn around, and I'll shoot it from different angles?
Well, my train is hooked up in the back, so it won't look quite as nice.
Well,
If my train was down, it has a gorgeous inset in it.
we will make allowances for that.
I should loosen that train so that you can really see it.
Okay, how about doing a 180 degrees?
80 degrees.
180,
This,
or even 360.
like this, for instance.
Yes. Lovely.
You like it?
Yeah. I am proud of having assisted in picking out that dress. Officially, I have not seen it until today.
Officially, huh?
Right. Okay, I'm going to stop the camera now.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions you want to ask me?
Okay, Alistair, the night is over.
Press the red button.
The red button is on. You're being recorded right
No,
now.
I'm not,
Why not?
because I don't see any red light.
Well, I see the red button.
What
No.
does it say in the viewfinder?
It says REC.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess we are recording.
Okay, but how come I can't see you past the waist?
Because you haven't left the camera up.
The only way I could do it is this way. And then I see a little longer.
Oh, I can see the red light. No, you never do that.
Why?
Because the picture that gets played back is always square.
Oh, but then I can only see to your waist.
I'll step back a little bit further. Now you can see the whole thing.
Oh, it says standby.
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. I hope I got a few pictures. I hope it isn't all on standby.
No, not all. I'll tell you when to start. 1, 2, 3.
We gathered here together on a special wedding day of our grandpa and our grandma, and we send them on their way. We thank all your friends. We thank all your friends on this your wedding day. Happy wishes, Grandpa and Grandma. Happy wishes, Grandpa and Grandma. May each day to you grow sweeter on this your wedding day.
Thank you. Do you want to try it again since you got stuck in the middle? Okay, when I count 3. 1, 2, 3.
We gathered here together on a special wedding day of our grandpa and our grandma, and we send them on their way. We thank you all your friends on this your wedding day. Happy wishes, Grandpa and Grandma. Happy wishes, Grandpa and Grandma. May each day to you grow sweeter on this your wedding day.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, we're starting to unwrap gifts, and the first gift appears to be from...
I don't think so, Larry.
It
It is? Okay.
The first gift, it appears, is from Chris and Jane Garman. Very nice
Well, you
gift.
have to hold it towards the camera.
Okay. from Chris and Jenny Barman. Very nice. Okay, so then gift number 2, should we open this big one or a little one?
You need these cards?
Alistair, you go to work and produce the gifts so that I know what to open, okay?
Okay, well, huh?
I'm gonna get the, oh yeah, you open the card. See who the card is from. Read it. Who is that one from, dear?
That is from Christine, Terry, and Evelyn at CFL.
Evelyn. Chris. You suppose that's from Renee. I think this is a wine decanter, isn't it?
Yes.
8-piece wine set, 6.5 inch, 6.5 ounce wine glasses, 1 liter decanter, and 1 chrome caddy.
From Renee and Christine.
Let's open it, honey.
Turn it around so you can see the picture on the screen.
Let's look at it, because I have a feeling this will be probably quite nice. Let's pull a few things out. This is a fancy wine set.
Now hold it up so we can see it. Fancy wine set.
With the chrome decanter?
Chrome decanter.
Let's look at it. Set up like that, see? It'll look pretty fancy.
If we totally unpack everything, it's going to hold us down to...
We won't break this thing. Yeah.
Good job, Fran.
Beautifully wrapped. You tell your daughters that they certainly wrap their gift beautifully.
I'm going to put the wrappings into that bag.
Hey, don't throw them all away, honey.
No, I'm not running away.
Well, actually, what we should do is keep the bowls in separate.
Yeah.
And then the wrapping is pretty much done.
Well, if it isn't though,
Yeah, if you're careful on how you take it off, we can fold it up.
I kept the wrapping on the stuff in British Columbia. It was in good shape.
If it's good shape.
Why don't we slide it out the end, honey? Then we don't have to wreck all the wrapping paper. Pretty well bad. Careful, because it might be glass.
There's glass.
Okay.
Crystal goblets.
Okay, let's look at it. That's beautiful. Oh,
Lovely.
very, very nice.
Isn't that lovely?
Very nice. And that there is from Randy, Brenda, Andy, Michelle. Oh, is this from one family or two?
Andy and Michelle and Sally.
Okay.
And Randy and Brenda O'Brien.
Oh, okay, thank you, that.
Yes.
You want to take and open the card, Alistair, do you do who it's from? You
There's
do
two
that?
cards. No, it's two separate ones.
Okay, can I read that?
Right. So I'd rather the two red cards now open the packages. Would you rather do that? Because you know more of these people. Congratulations, Jill and Brett Severance.
Oh, this is Severance.
Yes.
She used to work for us in the,
Well, you want to just give them to me also if you open them?
Right,
I like
this
to
is
copy the name right off
Severance.
the thing.
The greatest of these is love. This is a book. see what do you think?
You read that when I'm opening.
It again.
Harold and Faye Baker. May God bless your lives with love and your marriage with trust. Your hearts with happiness. Best wishes sincerely, Harold and Faye Baker.
Okay, now what came from Jill and Brett Simmons?
A little book on love. Now this is I can see what it is right now. It's a Hallmark album. Where's your knife, sweetie?
Yeah.
Memories keep special people close in your heart. So that's what it is. It's a nice
Photo
picture.
album.
Photo album.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, it's very
And
nice.
this is from
Harold and Faye Baker.
Harold and Faye Baker.
This one's hard to seal quite well. Can't be taken in a normal fashion. I hope you the best. Hank and, what's her name? Hank's wife?
Laura?
Hank and Laura Bauman. And what is that? Let's open it up and see.
Silver? Is it silver?
A silver
Silver picture.
photograph frame. Very nice.
That's for your wedding picture.
Kind of a,
Open the door, it's locked. Can you watch?
Sure.
Only through the window.
come on in, come on in. We just were gonna start having the fun.
Are you discarding
Grab
these
yourself
on
a chair.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll pick them all up later.
Neil, Patty, Jim and Barb, Dale, and Janice. You need to learn if you need to return any part of this gift, it is bought in Chris Burgers in Great Falls.
So this is from Neil, Jim, and Dale. 3 brothers?
Yes, and their wives. Be sure to put their name, Neil and Patty. Don't, by all means,
Yes.
put down the boys' names.
Oh, you have to see the last one. That's fun, huh?
Yeah, we waited until somebody comes.
Now, what is this from?
From your nephews. Pieces of nephews.
Onita, very nice silverware. How many pieces I have, sir?
The complete 8 5-piece place setting.
A what?
A complete 5-piece place setting. 8 5-piece place settings.
Of Onita
Yeah.
stainless steel?
Stainless steel.
Have you got a knife to open this? You want to pull this apart, honey?
Sure.
I would say it probably is the box that holds it. What do you think? Very nice. You know, I lost, I don't know where all my silverware went. It's gone, so it's going to be nice. I kind of thought that when I seen the shape of it. Now let's see that open up.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely.
It's a chest. That's nice. Somebody gave him electric,
Now, this is from
wait a minute, we didn't open it. Electric knife from,
Is that a knife?
yeah,
Electric
Okay.
light.
electric knife. What make is that?
It's Toastmaster.
And this is from Uncle Abe and Aunt Jane. Did you hold it up?
Both got married this summer. It was amazing how many $100 gifts they got. Not even from
Oh,
relatives,
this
but
is,
from people who very much.
This is from Charlie and Velma Baker, whatever it is.
Did you see a picture of Charlie or see Charlie lately?
Pardon?
Did you see Charlie lately?
I saw him at Jenny's funeral.
He's pretty thin and doesn't look that good, does he?
This is a crock.
Who's this from, Ann?
Charlie and Velma Baker. Let's see.
I seen a picture of him on the internet. He looked very thin.
Oh yeah, Charlie has gone downhill very, very bad.
What you said is on the
Still a case. Anyway, this is, oh, it's one of them little electric potpourri.
Potpourri.
A fun?
Potpourri.
Yeah, very nice. You know, you don't think about this stuff at our age to get a whole set of new gifts again. Look at that. Then you're just...
Yeah, see if you were doing this where you were going to stay.
Okay, this is from Wilson Marietta Hotchkiss.
This is a serving platter. This box is from Don and Alan Beaton.
Okay, now here's a vegetable bowl from them. Oops. You want to put that on the table over there so we have them separated out,
Yes.
sir? So we don't mix them? I think there's another bowl. But that's gonna get,
That goes here too?
yeah, now that's from the two of them from the Beatons. And that's
Donald Beaton is Mary's brother.
oh, okay. Okay, and get it, did you see the,
He's on here.
yeah, did you see the hand crocheted tablecloth from Herman G. Bauma? It's, what did you call it?
Bostonian.
Bostonian hand crocheted lace tablecloth.
Okay, so that's from Herman G. Bauma. Did you open
It's
that?
hard to
Now, do you want to put that down so we can take the next one, Colin? Okay. Now, here's a, oh, excuse me, here's a, you want to open that card? Here's a Quaker lace, 8-piece, oh, I think this here is a set of placemats. Quaker lace placemats, very pretty. And who is that from, Alistair?
This is from Mr. and Mrs. Dick Neal and family.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Dick Neal and family, very, very beautiful. And how many pieces is in that? Put that away?
8-piece set.
Oh, very nice. Okay, and then, where should we?
Okay.
Mary Kine gave a beautiful covered china dish, a Prince Albert china, and also a gravy boat with its tray out of China, Prince Albert, and another side dish. So they must figure there was a side dish short. So that was very nice.
Is this registered someplace?
Yes.
So that they keep track of how many pieces were bought?
Woodworks in Calgary.
Separate china that
Also the
matches.
same set, yes.
Same design, okay. And then this here, we'll get this glass out of the way. This here is a beautiful tray from Wilson and Marietta Hodgkiss. This is a crystal candy dish from Bonnie Hodgkiss. Are you putting up that? Now you have some more stuff on wrap. Okay, this is from Ralph and Cornelia Bauma. We'll check and see what's in this little box. Give that to Jen. We'll see what
This is from
Bonnie Hodgkiss. We can bring that away.
and this one is
That's from Bonnie Hodgkiss. This is from Ralph and Cornelia Bauma. This is one gorgeous tablecloth. And I would say it's a Bostonian medallion type tablecloth from Ralph and Cornelia Bauma. Are we going to be able, yeah, we'll be able to keep this. It's got all those medallions. You got a picture of it, Larry. I don't think Uncle Herman's had that picture of that pattern.
It's exact same thing, except this is approved and that's white.
Was theirs white? Okay, then this is Echo. Very beautiful. Now, what else do you have open here, Mrs. Paula?
This is open.
How about this one on the table?
It's not open yet. Let's wait until we get these. First of all, I want to open this thing. And let's see who it's from.
This is from Jenny and Darlene Larson.
Do not fear change. Instead, embrace it and experience the growth of your character and the deepness of your heart. And that's from the Larsons. Which Larsons?
Jerry
And Darlene Larson.
What is it?
It's a picture.
Did you look in there? Did you see anything else in the box?
I think that's it.
That's it. This is from Nellie and George Feichter. Or do you say Feichter?
That's pretty. Yeah, very nice.
Very nice.
Remember all that blue stuff I bought once before? I don't know where it's all at, but I have.
There was one gift. There you go.
This one's open.
These are glasses. What do you call them? Crystal glasses, goblets. Enough to go around. It's getting to be enough to go around. Now, is this identical to the same thing, or is these little colors here in the back side? That's what I have.
Can't read this name. Mary and Fran.
Thank you a lot. It's very, very nice.
Oh, I just made the connection. I'm sorry.
They're in Friend Tennessee.
Yes.
Thank you an awful lot. Looks like we're gonna have enough to set a table pretty fancy. That makes it how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Open one up.
Are they all the same size?
No. You're getting two sizes.
I was
The
wondering.
ones from the girls are 8-ounce water goblets,
Yeah.
and this is a 6-ounce wine goblet.
Oh,
Very nice.
very nice.
Thank you very much.
That's beautiful.
The goal was that you got 2 complete sets.
I
Very
figured
hard.
that.
Are enough to go with.
Thoughtful gift.
Very nice. They're gonna enjoy that. I don't know when we're gonna have all this fancy company. You're gonna have to come down and
Well,
help
we
you.
figured when you retired, and all you've got to do is entertain all your friends. Okay, go ahead.
2 from Larry and Fran and 1 for the other 2
What I
boys.
wrote down is 12 6-ounce glasses.
Yes,
Okay, and from the girls, you've got 6 8-ounce glasses.
I see.
They're different sizes.
Now, who is this from, Paula?
Here you go. It's your card.
Oh, okay, this is, Alice, you want to read the card. It's some Pyrex. Baking dish. From
This is from Sam and Eleanor.
Sam and Eleanor Lunchbox. Okay. You want to bring that away here?
Pyrex.
Kind of like starting all over again, isn't it, huh? Say about our age, it's time to start over. We don't, we were just looking how many things was in our cupboard, weren't we, Fran?
Yeah.
Wasn't very good.
Could use a few with.
Oh, beautiful.
This is from Dave and Patty.
A bit.
The person you don't know the name. You don't know her name. Does that make sense to you?
You ever forget her name or something? Must be some kind of a deal like this.
It must be an end joke that we don't
Yeah.
understand.
Oh. Probably three.
Oh, 3 sets of towels?
It's a gray set of towels and a rose set of towels, and they're from
From George and Irene Hodgkiss. From Wayne and Connie Novak and family.
GVAC. Well,
GVAC.
that must be a mixture.
Yeah.
Okay.
No cord with this.
This is from Brad, Janet and Boys, Hodgkiss. So therefore, it would appear that this card perhaps belongs to the one that's missing.
No, I got her.
There is a card there. Who is
There is
that
a
from?
card.
I would say the towels are probably from the hut.
Now this is the separated from its package. We should set it aside.
The GVAC.
Wait a minute.
That this here is from Joe and Stacy, and I think it's beautiful. We have one somewhat similar in
Somewhat similar,
Canada, not
yes.
quite this heavy.
It looks very nice.
They're lovely.
In fact, it's beautiful.
Yes, it's very beautiful. And that's from Joe and Stacy Hicks. You got that, Larry? Now there's 2 cards on this too.
Yeah, I know. That's the way it came.
So I wonder, who took the
Here's the other
Yes.
card. Alistair has a good point. This card is from Patricia Rama and Dwayne and Connie Giva, and it says, we bought the towel sets at Sears if you need to change for a new color. So I'm guessing too that those gray and mauve towels are from Bonnie and
Now this is Joanne.
From both. Bonnie and Patty. Yeah. But then where did those cards from the Hutchinses come from?
Where does this belong?
I don't know who is it from.
You just handed it to
What
me.
did Hotchkiss give? Well, I wrote it down as gray and mauve towels.
But the other card from the others are there too. And who is that card from Alice?
You better read it. I don't recognize it. Right.
Let's see.
Oh, Sally and family. Maybe she went together with Joanne, they're sisters. Joanne Hoffman is our secretary, and she is a sister to Sally Meadows. So it could be that they purchased a gift together.
These appear to be together.
Pretty. It doesn't mean they did, but it's possible. It's a very beautiful crystal dish. Joanne.
What is this? I can't read this name on here.
And the design is Esperanza. Esperanza.
What is Stephen Tarrant's last name?
Eidelman? That's Eidelman.
This is Eidelman, huh?
Yeah, that's Stephen.
I was just gonna say, I see Stephen Tarrant and I couldn't read that last name. So this here gift is from Stephen Tarrant Eidelman. And we will check it out and see what it is. Just flat minutes, sir.
Well, it's another 8, the same stem board, you have to take it out. The same glasses like Fran has.
Oh,
8.
the large one?
Like Michelle and Brennan. The large
And
ones.
long stem glasses. It's listed here.
Oh.
8 long stem glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Yours came in boxes of 4.
Well, that's a good idea, to list your gift on the card, that way
We
it'll be.
did that, yeah, because otherwise.
But that's a big box now. There's a lot of them in there, isn't it?
8.
Oh, 8?
4 in each, isn't it? Does it
Oh,
say
it
4?
looks like there's,
Full
pull that out.
boxes in there, no,
Is it,
it's just
is
padded.
Is it padded up to that?
There's 4 in each?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they give 8.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
It's listed right on the card, so we
Okay.
know.
Beautiful.
We always put our gifts.
This next one is from Peter, Janet, and family.
Now, what is this?
Oh, that's a stovetop grill.
A what?
A stovetop grill. Look on the box. You put that on a burner. No, that may not work on a glass stove. But you put that right over your burner, and you could like grill a steak on it.
That's a French, turn it around and look at English. Smokeless indoor stovetop.
Ah, that's different, isn't it?
It is.
You put that over a burner,
Ah,
and then you can fry a steak on it.
It's a very good idea.
you wanna open that here?
Yes.
Oh, carpet stain cleaner. This is different, isn't it?
This is from Marlene and Harry Roth,
Which? This?
the carpet stain cleaner.
Oh,
That's a very good idea. Very handy thing to have.
you got a knife? Oh, thank you. Well, Paul, I'm glad you helped us, or we'd have been here tomorrow morning when they got supper.
Well, I'll tell you, we just checked out a house that's for sale. We couldn't find a real estate man, so we said, let's go past here.
Who are you gonna buy a house for?
Oh, Janice is looking for a little house.
Oh, is she?
So, probably more in the area.
Here's a card for that one.
Oh, this is no carpet stain cleaner. This is a figurine from Marlene.
Oh shoot, no, I got this written in.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You got a card with that?
Yeah, we have it.
Okay.
Okay,
Get your knife. Oh, I can take this.
you have that box so it don't break apart.
Yes.
And Helen and Harold and Darlene Yeagers. Okay, we'll see what the Yeagers have in this box. Looks like it's something wood.
Come on.
Oh, a spice rack.
Where you put knickknacks on.
A shell.
Knickknack shell.
Very nice.
And this is from
Harold and Darlene and Harry and Helen Yeager. Fish. I don't know if you, it sounds like there's something there. Let me get in. What do they call that stuff, Fran?
This is from Harold and Joanne.
You put in the casa, huh?
Harold
Is that
and
casa
Joanne.
fish? Does it say at the bottom?
I don't know.
No, back it. Yeah. There's a handle with it too somewhere.
Yeah, looks like they have one.
Yeah.
I don't know how that goes on.
Oh, that's good. There you go. Here's a. Oh, that was part of this.
Well, this was part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's from Harold and Joanne Obama. Very pretty.
Very pretty.
Oh, yeah, an oval dish with a
Yeah, I got that.
You have to put a China closet.
I'm gonna have to serve a lot of fancy dishes because I got so many nice dishes.
Well, you know what I think? I think people thought that you had already had everything else, so the only
That's
thing
right.
you could buy was
That's what they
Christmas.
said.
Hey, this is gorgeous. This is from
It
Germany. Isn't that beautiful? That's extra
Oh,
nice.
this is lovely.
And that's for Phil and Noreen. Very lovely. This is it.
Phil and Marina.
Very gorgeous.
Oh.
But you know, this boy is stealing me across the world. What am I gonna do with all this nice stuff? I gotta have a place to put it. This is from Janice Knight.
There it is.
Oh,
Like a darling, crochet darling.
now I think this was over a teapot, isn't it? What do you think?
Oh, cozy. Teapot cozy.
No, it looks like a pot holder.
Pot holder.
Maybe it's a pot holder, whatever, it's nice.
Very
From
nice.
Janice.
Okay.
Jerry Smith and Kay Zier. Now it's some kind of a punch bowl thing. You want to pull this out, Ellen?
Cake saver.
Oh, cake saver, beautiful.
I'll take the top right off.
That's pretty.
But this is a heavy glass cake saver. Not nice.
That's lovely.
Oh, this fell out of that wheat there.
Right there.
The wheat. Oh, there's another.
This is from Andrew and Marie. This is some kind of a nice looking little pot out of some of that stoneware. Oh, teapot.
Ah,
Is, or is that, what is that? Is that a teapot? Top spoon? Is it?
the teapot.
Is that? Ah, Alistair.
It's a Chinese teapot.
I wonder if it'll make, I wonder if a Chinese teapot will make Scotch tea.
I wonder.
Looks like there's some more things here. Oh, a picture too. Is that all match?
It is, yeah.
No, is it?
It's all
This is
stoneware.
glass.
All stoneware.
Very beautiful. Wait a minute. Looks like we got a lot of stoneware here. Just a gorgeous set.
These are the cups, it's probably all match, yes, and the same as this one.
This is quite a set. I don't know, Alistair. You think we can make Chinese Scotch tea?
I can make Chinese tea in a Scotch teapot.
Now what is this, Paula? Oh, salt pepper sugar. Oh my. We got a lot of pieces here.
This is all out of the same box from Andrew Marie.
From Andrew and Marie.
That's,
It's a nice set. See now what you can do.
you gonna have 4 bucks?
It's two.
Oh no. Oh no.
The
that's-
teapots for two people and
Yeah.
then 2 mugs.
Okay.
See, this is nice, a nice table set with your salt and pepper shaker. You have to handle that clear because that's very delicate. It's gorgeous. No, Alistair. We're gonna have to, we can't sell them a little apartment, this wouldn't even fit. No. Wouldn't even fit. I think we're gonna have to stay right here, this house is bigger, we can make more coverage here.
And who's that large one?
I'm getting down to it. Jerry and Gladys. Isn't that gorgeous?
Uh-oh.
Another glass deal. And who is that from? Glass cake saver, the same as the one we unwrapped, and this is from the H's. Very beautiful.
The only one you have double.
Duplicate. Okay, and now what is that, Paula?
It's the last. They had a little bell. Ann has it in her lap.
I need that card from the H's, please, so I can write down that name without misspelling.
Now this one is from Henry and Paula.
Oh, AITCH. This looks like some more beautiful,
Urban?
This is from the H's.
Oh, this is about H's. What is her first name? Urban?
Urban.
And what's her name?
Norvina.
I'll just put it in.
I don't even know how to spell it. Just write Norbina. That's how. Or Mr. and Mrs. H.
Paula, Henry.
I don't think we made any mistakes, did we?
Yes.
Except
We still
one.
got- We still got the Hotchkiss and the towel business that's on here.
Well, that's lovely.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that beautiful stuff. It's a beautiful crystal bowl with, let's see, what do they call it?
There's some more in the bottom of the
Yeah, I
box.
see there's more, Alistair. That's just one of them,
With legs.
with legs. And that looks like it's is that a vase?
Well, I figured you did the beautiful British Columbia.
Oh, this is lovely.
We needed a
Isn't
flower
that
vase.
lovely?
Gorgeous. That's very nice.
Oh,
Thank you a lot.
That all goes together.
Yeah.
It has what grapes on it.
Yeah.
All the ones you got will match all the other things. With the frosted.
They do.
Looks like it.
Isn't that great that the amount of stuff that we got that matches in place? That was,
And all very tasteful too.
yeah, awfully nice. Awfully nice. I don't
I
know what.
think you must have the best collection of crystal and CHoteau.
I certainly am not gonna be short, am I? I'd have to build a half of
Right, well, we'd like to thank Fran for her kind offices. We'd like to thank Larry for running the video camera. We'd like to thank Anne for being Mrs. McDonald. And we'd like to thank Paula. And we'd like to thank Henry, but he doesn't seem to be taking much note of the proceedings.
Henry, we got you on video.
Oh, isn't that a good show?
what beautiful, what lovely
woman.
gifts. Wasn't that lovely, the gifts? Like
Yes.
So you didn't get any toasters and irons and all that stuff because everybody figured you
They
had
figured you
that.
had it.
Yeah, you have household, so we
It's
didn't
all
have
right.
anything.
We'll see when they ask us.
We're recording now.
What we're showing is a nice wreath to put on the wall from, is that Bonnie?
Yeah, Mike and Don.
Mike and Bonnie. Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You want me to drive this thing?
This is a bucket horse. Keep this long. Maybe have a seat set up. Come here, come here. Boy, this has a terrible clutch. We're gonna have lots to film yet, sweetie. Wait till we go on the hill and then you'll have a better view.
Just want to get those mountains.
Okay, well, they're so covered with clouds today. Now there's the farm, honey. You can turn it around.
That's the farm?
That's the farm. And that's all been built up from just like the grass here in front. It was a bare piece of ground when we came in, I suppose, in 1957. There was nothing there. No electricity, no water. We were hauling our water with a cream can. They said there was no water in the area, so we had to build it right from the bottom up. And the roads were terrible. In fact, we paid for the building up of this road to go in, which was a big expense. And it wasn't done right away. It was done at the time of the missile bases. That's when we paid for the building. When they built up the main road, which was like a ditch more than a road, well then we built up this road to our house too. And we first built the garage when we first came there, and we lived in a house that we had moved in, and then later we went to work in 1958 and 9. Then we built the house. We drilled a well and was fortunate enough to get water. They said there was no water there. And so we had the garage. Then we built the house. No, then we built the barn, which looks kind of sad, but we built it out of old material. Oh yes, then we planted a hedge all the way around before the first year we came. And we planted those 5 kinds of stuff. There's not too many main trees. But then we built later, quite a few years later, then we built the Quonset. And then we built the granaries. And then we had at one time a fantastic set of corrals here, because I bought all of Needham Packing's corrals. And so at one time, do you want me to go down here so you can, oops, we can picture the Quonset? We had Quonset, and we had used that as a source for grain. We used to fill it up in the fall, and then when that wasn't enough, why then we built the 3 granaries that are there. And so it was kind of a steady diet of building. See the three granaries?
Yep.
Oh, that door is open on the Quonset. Now I rented out those 3 granaries, and fortunately I got $1,000 a piece, so I got $3,000. And this here turned into kind of our well, we used it. We pulled a lot of machinery over here on this 40, and when we quit farming. But this here is our 40 onto the house, and you can see we had some rows of equipment. They're all grown up with grass, if you notice now.
Yeah.
So we had 2 rows of equipment here, and I asked that they take a sprayer in the spring and spray it down with something that burned the weeds to the ground, which they can do it again next year. Got it?
Yep.
The weeds that are there is too bad. Steve had it all cleaned up plumb to there and to the fence, but they grew back again. Then we burnt the garage down. The garage burnt down, which was a very big catastrophe, and then we rebuilt it. That was the biggest, one of Huey's biggest heartaches. Now, do you want to get out, sweetheart, and go around the side door there? That's supposed to be open.
I'm recording now. I'm just going to do a slow panorama here. If there's any points of interest that you think I'm looking at, you can perhaps...
Well, over here is where an old sheep herder homesteaded, and I have that place leased.
Right down there?
Yeah, that house. He was an old sheep herder, and he owned 2,800 acres right around us. Do you want to try that next door, lover, and see if that's going to be open? I asked Betty to open it. I suppose somebody else come out here and close.
I'll go around and see if any of the doors are open.
Okay, and you can try this other door too.
Yeah.
I guess the last time somebody was here, there was about a pile of deer on here.
If you left your house like this in Vancouver, the hippies would live in it.
Yeah, I know. It's a little dangerous. But it isn't quite as dangerous in Montana. Of course, they know I'm not living here now. It's enough you just...
This is Anne standing in front of our house. Right. Which house is this?
This is the ranch house.
Right.
You see?
Now we're going to go around the back and see if that door's open.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
And we're in the interior of the ranch house right now. And nobody's lived in this house for a while, so...
Yeah.
That is the reason for the apparent chaos and disorder. So Anne, if you would like to go ahead of me there and lead me
Okay,
through the
turn it
house.
around. This here, we just had a carpenter a fall before I left here completely put in all new counters and put in that new stove there, which is a Corning stove, and the carpenter put in the Formica top, and then we had a carpenter come in, and between Stephen and the carpenter, they painted every room in this house to freshen it up. So even though it's not in living order, well, I just left the table and, oh, somebody knocked the window out. We should redo that window, but this has been a nice view for practically half of my life. In Montana here, we don't close the curtains unless it's terrible hot. We leave them open, and so therefore it's kind of like living outside, seeing the countryside from this window.
There's a nice view.
And then next is the living room, of which you can see the Teton Canyon. Now, you can see it's kind of stacked with boxes and stuff on top of the wood stove. But you can see the Teton Canyon from the west, and you can see the Sun River Canyon. You can see that when the curtains are open, and in Montana here, we never close the curtain. When, like this time of the year, they'd be open. Excuse me, shall I go in front of you or behind you?
In front of me.
Okay. We have this open until spring because it's kind of like living outdoors. You can see that. See a nice view of the Sun River. Today it's extra cloudy.
Now when we come up to this window here, you point out to me any landmarks up there. Tell me what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a range of mountains.
You're looking at the Teton Canyon. And then as you turn south this way, so therefore you see it out of this window, you see the Sun River Canyon. It's a cloudy day today, but normally it's a very spectacular view. And we have enjoyed it a lot over the years. I didn't want just anybody to be in it because I would like it to be kept in good order. I think it's in excellent order for being 30 years old. It was built in 1958, 1959 and raised 7 3/4 children. And as you see, its shape is still halfway decent. Just looking into the kitchen and seeing the nice cabinets and everything, why I think it retained its value quite well for being used for 30 years. Like this carpet on this kitchen floor, this one is wore out, but on this kitchen floor it's been in over 25 years or 20 years or 25, and you can't see that there's a spot or a hole on it. It's in good shape. So Anne Grine has done something about keeping the house, otherwise things wouldn't have saved and kept the way they did.
That's right.
Okay? Now you better put that thing off. But
And I'm recording now.
the property, this 40, that's kind of where we had behind those trees up there. They kind of had their junk machinery up there. But if you notice up at the hill there is where our real farm starts, at that 40 corners right there. And then we go up the hill. This is just the back of the house with, felt there was no attraction. So don't take too many pictures of that. There's nothing nice to see there.
What is this building in the back here?
That's the shop. Fairly new shop because we put it up when we burnt down but that's not a nice place to take a picture of all that junk. That's
Recording now. You tell me what room we're in now.
okay. This here is on the northeast side of the house. So it had cross ventilation. It's a nice, very nice bathroom. We took the nice curtains down and just put in some cheap curtains because the house was vacated. Didn't decide how we were quite going to do it, but it was with cross ventilation. Okay, these windows aren't even completely shut. We've got to shut them with a nail or something. See that? could give us a lot of bad situation in here. Help remember that we get a nail and we nail this shut while we're gone, so that it doesn't, the lock is loosened on this Anderson windows. So anyway, this here was our bedroom since 1958. In 59 we moved in, and then I moved out in June, no, the end of June, 1st of July of this year. But anyway, this here was our master bedroom, bathroom on the farm.
Yes, this is the master bathroom. We're recording now. I'll get on to describe it. You can walk in there if you like. Tell me what you're looking at.
Yeah, this is our master bathroom. It served its purpose. We took the curtains down because we did our painting, and this room could stand a little work with the wallpaper. With the moisture, it loosened up somewhat, but when we first moved on this place, we were very short on water, so we didn't buy a great big tub, but it's been a very, actually, it served its purpose. Everything is in, the dresser here needs a few of those little trims for that, I don't know what they call it, trim, but I would still like to have that put on. But it's a nice bathroom. It served its purpose, I guess you'd say, since we didn't really fix this bathroom up until about 1966. We left this room unfinished, and at the time it was newly fixed. It was quite pretty. Like I say, with the curtains down, it's not quite as nice. So it's nothing to write home about right now, but an empty house is never quite that nice.
No.
Excepting we have to look at the idea of what we have to do in order to rent it out. We still have to have a little fixing in here and a little pasting down with some of the wallpaper. And other than that, it's ready to go.
Not quite. I gotta put my telephoto on. Now I'm right up to them.
See them?
Yeah, this is high magnification. Now don't move.
Okay, just say something. Say the deer are standing there watching you.
Yeah.
They were going to run away, but they're curious, and now there's all the grasses. If you notice the pickup, that it's above the windows, it's above the deals of the pickup, and this is in this grass that's going to be growing for some years, and I wouldn't just go all the way around. I would call it good until we come to some better stuff. we were in awful pretty grass.
Well, do you want? I'm going to record a few feet of this just to show you how much it bounces around. Okay?
Okay. Okay. Now this is where our farm takes about an 80 acres down to the left, and but it's still in one straight. If you go this way and that way, you can see it's all in one farm.
Okay, stopping now.
3-4 deer that are very comfortable eating away on the grind farm.
Don't move.
Well, if you move, the deer would move, and then you can see some action.
I can close up on the deer. You forget to have a long distance lens. I'm right up to them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And they're dining at Ann McDonald's expense, right?
Yeah. They're eating in a very lush pasture. They have ate in grain.
Don't move.
Oh, you got them, don't you?
Okay, we're recording now.
Okay. Now, if you'd open the window and bang on it, just on the door, just a little bit. And then just bang on the door to make a noise. And you can see they probably all start with a jump.
Let out a yell.
Hit the car door with your hand. In the out.
Hey!
Don't you know how to bang on the door?
We're going to get all this noise on the film.
Okay, Alistair, let's just go. We'll probably find some more over the next hill. I thought if they'd all go on a mad run, it'd be pretty cute. Go down low enough, then I can see where you're at, Alistair. If you just do the top, I can't see the fence line, and I can't tell you where it's at.
Just a minute. You can start now.
Let me open this window, it's dirty.
Won't make any difference.
Okay, now you can see where the place heads, that's kind of to the west there towards the mountains. And it jogs across, there's a reservoir right there. It's a real pretty good sized reservoir. Once upon a time we had up to 500 cattle on this place. And that's all tame grasses now. It was tame grasses then. Some of that's a little bit blowed out. But you just head north with your camera, Alistair. Keep going that direction, which is north. And at the base of the hills there, if you'll be noticing pretty quick, our place is cut off just like a knife. Right there's some deer, if you notice, right at the base of the hill there. Can you see the deer, Alistair? There's usually a lot of deer among those coulees there. But see, there's a bunch running. Do you see them? You see them running? There? There. It's just literally full of deer around here. Deer and antelope. But at the base of that hill, this farm was cut off like with a knife right below those buttes. So the land below them is nice ground. When you get up higher, it's rocky. But right below there, it's just cut right off. If you just look on around as far as you can see, directly at the base of the we call it a butte. And we did at one time farm it. We did at one time graze it.
Don't move the car.
We had up to 500 cattle on this place, and it worked fine until we had a dry year. We had many pastures. Now, if you see there, the vegetation where it's good is ours. The fence is across is the neighbors. But the vegetation here is very tall. It's up to the windows in many places and above the windows. But it's all in.
Okay, I'm recording now. You can describe, if you wish.
Okay.
What, I know. I know. You just ruined a few feet.
Cool it there.
Okay, now that we're looking at the town of CHoteau, and we're on high magnification.
Okay.
I'm going to pull it back to regular wide angle, and then I'm going to traverse. And you can tell the viewers what I'm looking at, what we're looking at.
Okay, and you can see the heavy vegetation is my ground, okay? And over there on the south side, you see the fence line. That's the fence line to the south. And if you look to the north,
I'm going to sweep around to the north slowly.
and then if you go way this way, you can see the fence line again. So this here is probably
it is really of all good ground, probably 160 acres over there, and maybe 80 acres here. This is probably a 320 in this area. Very, very good farmland. And it's got a lot of vegetation right now. It's all in heavy grass. Tame grasses that grow tall, and it's been growing a couple years with a lot of underbrush, which makes it tremendous feed. If it ever opens up, why, there'll be endless feed on it. And the deer certainly are enjoying it. Humongous. There's probably 10, 15 batches of deer in different areas here that are laying in this tall grass.
Okay, we're going to end recording now.
Okay.
On the left here. Now we're recording.
Okay.
We're looking at a ravine. You tell me what ravine that is.
Oh, I don't know. It's just kind of a creek that's on the neighbor's ground.
Okay.
The ravine. And then you got the buildings.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay. Then comes all the Quonset, the granaries, the Quonset, and the house, and the garage, and then the neighbors. That's the neighbor's place you're filming now. And I don't know if you want to film the neighbors.
I'm going to try and get a...
If you don't do too much filming, I'll take you west to where the dinosaur people are.
I have lots of film. I've got a whole complete one in my roll.
Oh, okay.
They don't need to be concerned about that.
Okay, well, I thought maybe you were going to run out.
No.
Well, here we are on top of the hill, looking down at the bad side of our buildings. The wind has blown away a little of the roofs on the buildings. We have quite a bit of wind over here, and it's an open winter. And there you'll see the old trucks and equipment. Over here is some tanks for liquid fertilizer and extra parts for the fertilizer plant, things of that nature. Now, shall I go ahead a little ways or turn around? I could just well turn around, I think. This is the 40 acres that the house and the buildings are on, which is adjacent, kitty-cornered to the farm that we just came down the hill from. And it made it handy so we could be close to utilities and bus and a decent road. And that's the only reason we built down here, because we actually had a foundation already put together on top of the hill. But if you notice the grass in front of our place, that's what there was when we moved out here. There wasn't one building, there was no electricity, there was no water. It seemed like a very hard situation to move, and we moved an old house out here and lived the first year. And then we built a new home in 1958 and 9 in the winter months.
Okay, with that I'm going to stop filming now.
Okay. When the curtains are open, and in Montana here, we never close the curtain. When, like this time of the year, they'd be open. Excuse me, shall I go in front of you or behind you?
In front of me.
Okay. We have this open until spring because it's kind of like living outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that. See a nice view of the Sun River. Today it's extra cloudy.
Now when we come up to this window here, you point out to me any landmarks up there. Tell me what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a range of mountains.
You're looking at the Teton Canyon. And then as you turn south this way, so therefore you see it out of this window, you see the Sun River Canyon. It's a cloudy day today, but normally it's a very spectacular view. And we have enjoyed it a lot over the years.
feel it's dirty.
Won't make any difference.
Okay, now you can see where the place heads, that's kind of to the west there towards the mountains, and it jogs across. There's a reservoir right there. It's a real pretty good sized reservoir. Once upon a time we had up to 500 cattle on this place, and that's all tame grasses now. It was tame grasses then. Some of that's a little bit blowed out, but you had, now just head north with your camera, Alistair. Keep going that direction, which is north. And at the base of the hills there, if you'll be noticing pretty quick, our place is cut off just like a knife. Right there's some deer, if you notice, right at the base of the hill there. Can you see the deer, Alistair? There's usually a lot of deer among those coulees there. But see, there's a bunch running. Do you see them? You see them running? There? There, it's just literally full of deer around here, deer and antelope. But at the base of that hill, this farm was cut off like with a knife right below those buttes. So the land below them is nice ground. When you get up higher, it's rocky. But right below there, it's just cut right off. If you just look on around as far as you can see, directly at the base of the we call it a butte. And we did at one time farm it. We did at one time graze it. We had,
Don't move the car.
we had up to 500 cattle on this place, and it worked fine until we had a dry year. We had many pastures. Now if you see there, the vegetation where it's good is ours. The fence is across is the neighbors. But the vegetation here is very tall. It's up to the windows in many places and above the windows. But it's all in.
Okay, I'm recording now.
Fill it there.
Okay, now that we're looking at the town of CHoteau, and we're on high magnification.
Okay.
I'm going to pull it back to regular wide angle, and then I'm going to traverse. And you can tell the viewers what I'm looking at, what we're looking at.
Okay, and you can see the heavy vegetation is my ground, okay? And over there on the south side, you see the fence line. That's the fence line to the south. And if you look to the north,
I'm going to sweep around to the north slowly.
and then if you go way this way, you can see the fence line again. So this here is probably, it is really of all good ground, probably 160 acres over there. It may be 80 acres here. This is probably a 320 in this area. Very good farmland. And it's got a lot of vegetation right now. It's all in heavy grass. Tame grasses that grow tall, and it's been growing a couple years with a lot of underbrush, which makes it tremendous feed. If it ever opens up, why, there'll be endless feed on it. And the deer certainly are enjoying it. Humongous. There's probably 10, 15 batches of deer in different areas here that are laying in this tall grass.
Okay, we're going to end recording now.
Okay.